Hi everyone, how's it going? Dr. Rob Kiltz, another great day. I'm working on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hey Jamie, how you doing? Let's see if I can get this all working right. And otherwise, I'm going to be adding my levels at different places here. So let's see how it's working here. And hello, Princess KC. Hey, Mrs. Jackson. Hello, how are you doing? You guys can hear me okay? Brandy, hello. Jacinda, hello. Melissa, good morning. Good morning. I'm working on some new stuff, and I apologize. I don't know if it's clear, if you guys can hear. 6 weeks, 6 days. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And hey, Haley, how you doing? It's a pleasure to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on this crazy concepts that we've been working with. And we're getting all of our other team members to join in and share some thoughts and ideas. Our YouTube channel, Dr. Robert Kiltz, MD, and CNY Fertility, we're working to get better and better and better and making it easier for all of us to listen and learn. Patel, hello. What do you know about HCG actually causing infertility? Oh, let's see here. Do you know about HCG? Shawnee, not sure if I understand the question other than there may be antibodies in our body that are adversely affecting the HCG molecule, and HCG is critical, made from the placenta. It must bind to the corpus luteum and help make progesterone. And so there may be some abnormalities there that may be a factor. All right, let's see if I can work on these. I'm working on some things here, so please forgive me if I'm not doing so good here. Let's see. All right, so Melissa, Monica, Brandy, Shelly, Nina, hello. Just if it's going like this, I know you guys can't hear me, and I'm going to do my very best. It's a pleasure for the rainbow babies, a month old. Oh my God, how amazing, amazing, amazing. Lindsay, hi Lindsay, how you doing today? Crystal, good morning. Aaron, questions, I'm here to answer, thoughts and ideas. If you haven't checked out my book, The Fertile Feast, let's see if you can get a little view of it on both sides here. Amazon, I talk about keto and inflammation, and I'm continuously working on new ideas how to reduce inflammation in our bodies. The Ferrari, remember, the Ferrari is critically amazing, by the way. Hi, Marie, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Anna Lynn, hello. Let's see, Education Izzy, first failed. Any recommendations for next time? Check out my family building guide. You can download it from our website. We are going to be putting it on Amazon so everyone can have easy access to it. Sometimes it's a little hard to find. We talk about immune protocols. In my opinion, most all those that have gotten to IVF should be at least on the Immune 3 protocol. The one protocol is, hey, I'm trying natural. I've just been trying for a few months. It's LDN and it's keto. And remember, keto lifestyle. And if you go to Dr. Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle on Amazon, you'll learn a lot about keto. And remember, vegans, vegetarians, Mediterraneans, paleotarians, and carnivarians, we're inclusive of all of us. I personally do mostly carnivore. We did go to the Krebs last night and had a burger and some fries. Oh, they were good. And so a little bit from time to time. So, but new and different things. Add the Immune 3. Look at IVIG Humira. If you haven't done a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy for endometriosis, it may be worthwhile doing. Otherwise, you may do a medical treatment for endometriosis, which is Ortalis or Lupron for 30 to 60 days plus letrozole. I recommend the antimicrobial protocol because we got an onslaught of microbes attacking our body if we haven't seen that already in this COVID craziness. And I do recommend the vaccine, and which one you get, I don't know that it matters so much, but unless you have an allergy, I think in general we're recommending it, but there's not enough experience that anyone can really answer that for sure. But antimicrobial, the antihistamine protocol, Pepcid, Claritin, Benadryl, and always look to change it up. I always go to acupuncture, massage, meditation, prayer, visualization. If you're looking for some keto ideas, Maria and Craig Emmerich have some really great books. Just go to Maria, Mind, Body, Health, I think it is. But just type up Maria Emmerich. She's beautiful. Craig is awesome. Their 2 children are wonderful. We're all working for the same outcome, by the way. What are IUI? Maddie, let's see, Tootsman. Hi. What are IUI versus IVF success rates for unexplained infertility for age 25? All right. In general, natural pregnancy after attempting for a year and it's not happening is about 10% per month, 5 to 10%. If you add letrozole, Clomid plus IUI, it bumps up maybe to 15 to 20, but IVF then goes up to 30 to 60%. So, but again, so many that reduce inflammation. 1 meal a day at night, a snack, okay. That's Kiltz's keto. 1 meal, 1 snack, make sure you get a nap, and infinite mindful moments a day. And I know it's like, well, does he do real fertility? I am a board certified reproductive endocrinologist, fertility specialist, and I've been practicing this for nearly 30 years. And I'm learning so much about natural processes and stress in our minds and our bodies and how critical it is to reduce stress. Check out Erin McCullough's Fertile Hope Yoga. Danielle Baratella has just come on board sharing the Fertile Spirit, where we're going to be available to listen, learn, and connect on an emotional level more and more and more. We can do better in all of this for everyone, by the way. All right, how's everyone doing let's see. What do we got? Megan, new infertility. Just recently found out my AMH is 0.037. Can I do while waiting for my consultation? What do you think will be my chances at being able to still have a baby? Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Number 1, faith first. Faith trumps everything in the universe. So we need to plug into the faithfulness and the belief that that which we desire is going to happen. The universe brings things to us, and then we can bring the love of the journey in some ways. But essentially, we want to reduce the inflammation and bring up the blood flow in the ovaries, and the testicles too have the same problem. Because of a high carbohydrate diet, complex carbs, 3 to 6 meals a day, we're causing damage to the glycocalyx. And I've been talking about this more and more recently. So the more we get the AMH, the inflammation down, and this is where we talk about low-dose naltrexone, CBD oil, omega-3 fatty acids. We do have our omega-3s in our molecular fertility, but we also have our ovarian bloom, which also has the supplements that I think are really important: vitamin D, the CoQ10, and then again the fish oils, the folic acid. But get off the treadmill. We heat up the body, which heats up the ovaries, which damages the blood flow. And by going to keto, I've seen it turn so much around in so many ways. So acupuncture massage can really be helpful. So don't give up on the journey in all of this. It's possible you may need donor eggs, donor embryos, or adoption. But we're going to do everything we can. And we've seen the AMH come up and suddenly either spontaneous pregnancy happen. But the other thing is, don't forget about laparoscopy, hysteroscopy is possible, another one in the journey. Let's see here. Turmeric can cause problems with implantation if taken medically. In food, it shouldn't be harmful. Sarah Rezanzu, thank you very much. For me, the plant antigens and particles that we're consuming may not be the best thing. And minimizing these plant particles and spices which ultimately may be an issue. I'd say the more we get to our natural diet that we likely grew up with for infinite thousands, if not millions of years, as hunters and gatherers a little bit, but we are mostly animal meat, fat, organs, bone marrow, and bone broth. And again, look at our Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle. I've seen a turnaround in so much inflammation. It's amazing and crazy, by the way. Carolyn, how you doing? Nice to see you there. All right, let's see if I can get my, let's see, 3 miscarriages this year. Maddie Sustentsman, blood work is all clear, so my next step is a specialist. I'm nervous about the cost. All right. Number 1, Kiltz's keto is kick-ass amazing. Again, I do bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. I do 1 meal a day. I've gotten off the treadmill, and at nearly 65, it's been a game changer. So that's the one thing I think is so important for all of us to change it up. So again, we look at our recent 10,000 year past, but we really need to get back to our 50, 100 and beyond. We ate whatever we could find, but my bet is we should be doing it very, very differently, by the way. All right. Leslie Rodriguez, how you doing? Last year. And thanks everyone for sharing. Remember, likes and shares and all those sort of things. We want everyone to be joining in the process. 44, AMH 14, thoughts on this? I'm 44 with CNY February. I'm excited. Kiltz's keto. Think about a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy to look for endometriosis, even in the miscarriage. Maddie's, think about laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, keto, LDN, CBD. We've seen the changes. Don't give up, because we all say, oh, 44 is too old. And listen, this idea of size and weight causing infertility, in my opinion, it's not true. Age, there are plenty of 44-year young women having babies. So we have to imagine the thing we wish for as if it already is, and that's the game changer. What can we do? AMH of 14, metabolic disorder, maybe. That's where ovasitol or inositol. And by the way, we still use Theralogics, great supplements. We have now our molecular fertility for men and women. Men and women may need to be doing the keto lifestyle, need to be slowing it down and getting off the treadmill. All of this running and heating up our body, our core, which damages the pelvis, which damages the testicles, the prostate, the ovaries, the tubes, and the uterus, and the colon ferments. And fermentation is deadly and dangerous for all of us, by the way. It's a crazy concept, but we use for those with infertility, because the glycocalyx within our vessels are all damaged. So these nice little polysaccharides and glycosaminoglycans are lining all of the epithelial cells of our body. And so they get damaged. And so we have to regenerate them. That's where fasting, fertile fasting comes in. I do intermittent feasting. That's why 1 meal a day. We burn fat in our brains. We burn it everywhere in our body. We do not burn sugar, and keto is not burning sugar, then converting to fat. Keto is ultimately a low sugar environment, and you want to get your overall glucose levels lower and lower and lower. It's critical. And that's why fasting is so amazing. I've seen it work time and time again. Hey, Allie, thanks for good morning to the amazing egg donor team. We need more egg donors. We need more egg donors. We need women of all color, size, shapes, and backgrounds. All of us are the Temples, the Ferraris, no matter your size, shape, age, weight, or past history. We're changing it up. What I've learned about modern medicine, it's a little off. We can do a little bit better. Let's see. All right. Back to, 0.37. That's better. but I've seen the 0.37s come up also, Megan. All right, embryology team at Syracuse. Thank you very much for Audra. For your words on all. Listen, we are working to help you all of us, no matter size, shape, age, weight, color, gender description, or economic status. Remember, because we're alive, we are capable of everything and anything. And that's where we need to bring the journey of the amazing life we're living. So caffeine can help jumpstart the sperm, by the way. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a caffeine nut. It's almost my water in a sense. Let's see. What do we got here? So Cari, how you doing, Cari? Keto. Let's see. So cholesterol is good for our bodies. The science of cholesterol and statins, in my opinion, is incorrect. Your body requires cholesterol to make your hormones, to help replenish your vessels, the cell walls. Because we've all been given the wrong information, we are getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and that's the craziness to the story. The more we recognize that high cholesterol in general is not really the problem, it's a high inflammatory environment due to high glucose. Even a high protein diet's not good for us, by the way. In general, your protein intake should be about 20% of your calories. I think, let's say it's 5% carbs and the rest fat. That's the healthiest thing. So I don't check my cholesterol because compared to what they said is their normal cholesterol, I don't fit in. But my parents had high cholesterol. They lived to almost 94. My grandmother lived to 104. Beautiful Angelina Cimentelli from Naples, Italy. And there's so much, Cari, that we're learning that it's incorrect, the advice we're given. So stop measuring your cholesterol. You want to really be looking at your hemoglobin A1C, your CRP, your ESR. That's where it's at. If you focus on the one meal, high fat, low carbs, and again, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, cream and butter or coconut oil, coconut fat, coconut milk, that can be helpful, by the way. All right. Kishami, how you doing? Let's see. So far, good. Keep it going. Ken Berry, by the way, check out Dr. Ken Berry, Nisha Berry. They really have some amazing advice that they've been sharing that is so helpful and amazing. We're grateful for Dr. Verdialis on our team, Dr. Magarelli, Dr. Chang, Dr. Corley, Dr. Luthringer, Dr. Faruqi, Dr. Grossman, Dr. Didkoff, all of our docs, Dr. D'Souza, and we're really all bringing some new and different ideas behind this, by the way. Mercedes, hi. I don't lose weight on keto. I have been on keto 1 meal a day with snack ribeye, Kiltz, but I don't lose weight. Why? All right. In general, if you're not losing weight, you still may be consuming too many calories. So it's a tough one. And I went back to the 1 meal because I sometimes like that snack in between, and I was doing a little too much of Kiltz's ice cream, by the way. So in some way, if you're working to lose the weight, you might actually lower the fat content. So protein, fat, by lowering the fat, you're going to lower the calories, but really push it to 1 meal a day and stay on the journey. But it might be interesting to get a little calendar and see a diary of what you're eating, which may be helpful and explain things a little bit better, by the way. Let's see. Megan McCowie, how you doing, Megan? Travel, letrozole, Lupron, estrase, etc. for medicated FET. Been 15 days on all linings, still not tried. Can I still transfer? Getting different answers. Yes, without a trilaminar, you can still do a transfer. Some people don't get that trilaminar. It may be worth PRP, Neupogen infusion, intrauterine Neupogen, intrauterine PRP, the antibiotic protocol, and a little HCG wash, and then the HCG and Neupogen sub-Q could be helpful also. I wanted to use Neupogen, but my white blood cell is 12. Should I still consider using it next FET? Monica, hi Monica. Yes, the white counts are going to go up. It may be worth 2 to 4 weeks of the antimicrobial, which is Levaquin, Flagyl, Valtrex, and Diflucan. You might use Keflex or Z-Pak or Zithromax or my brain's going a little bit. Or the other is to use the doxycycline can be helpful also. So antimicrobial, antihistamine protocol, and yes, I would add the Neupogen, but think about it earlier in the preparation or the PRP earlier. I'm also recommending a 4-week antimicrobial, antihistamine, and then weekly PRP in that may help flush the tubes. The intraperitoneal glycocalyx is damaged, and when it's damaged, that's where endometriosis comes in. And when you begin to look up the glycocalyx and the glycocheck and see the videos, and we're going to be putting them on the Dr. Robert Kiltz MD YouTube, and I'm getting Will and our entire team bring it together, Sam, Hannah, Kate. We're working to bring you the connections with Dr. Ken Berry, Misha Berry, with Marie Emmerich, with so many out there, Paul Saladino, Sean Baker, Gary Tobbs. Just look at all these resources. You'll be like, I don't believe this stuff. This is pretty amazing. All right. Hey, Philip, how you doing? Love to figure out how to rebroadcast this on Keto Syracuse Facebook group. Love to do that, by the way. I've been doing keto, carnivore keto for nearly 10 years. I stopped exercising 10 years ago, and I've never felt better. And again, whatever your size, shape, age, weight, gender description, whatever it is, keto in 2 to 4 weeks will make you feel amazing. So we'd love to do that, and Pat and Will can help you with that. Hey, Nicole, morphology. Found out my husband has zero morphology. I think I had zero morphology back then also. So we want to bring up the morphology. All right. I don't have the molecular fertility male supplement, LDN CBD, acupuncture massage, but get off the treadmill. One other thing we've been talking more and more about for guys is the snowballs, which is basically some briefs with a cooling pack, and basically you want to cool the testes down. By cooling it down and change the diet. Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. Go to Amazon, download the book. We are making it an Audible and a paperback. I think right now it might be Kindle, but we're working on it by January 1. Excited about it. But I've seen such a turnaround in guys' sperm. And additionally, add Clomid and HCG daily for about 3 months can change. So low AMH for women, even metabolic syndrome PCOS, higher AMH, and then testicular morphology damage, inflammation will cause lower morphology, motility counts, all of it. By going Kiltz's Keto, it turns it around. It's the most amazing thing that I've been saying. So at CNY Fertility, we absolutely take care of male and female fertility, which allows us to reduce inflammation on both sides, makes better sperm, better eggs, better interaction, which will help success happen, by the way. So certainly look at all the stuffs we talk about in our family building guide, and also Dr. Kiltz's Keto and the Fertile Feast. Check it out. Hey, Rebecca, consultation March. I know we're consulting all of us today right now, by the way. Look at our Fertile Spirit website. Look at Aaron McCullough's Fertile Hope Yoga. Look at all the others like Ken Berry, Maria and Craig Emmerich. Look at George Eads, Diagnosis Diet. There's so much information. Remember, the majority of what we put in the body is the food we eat. Fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nut, in my opinion, are the cause of all disease, and a low-fat diet. And 3 to 6 grazing meals a day, which sounds crazy, doesn't it? All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Hi, Edith. How you doing? Lupron protocol for older women. Well, I'm not a big fan of the Lupron protocol in general. And then when we're saying older, you know, it can be at any age with lower AMHs, lower ovarian reserves. And so one of the things I'm really recommending is a priming month of keto, LDN, CBD, human growth hormone, with or without a little bit of estrogen and prometrium. And then you go into a stimulation, and whether you're doing a flare Lupron with 10 units or lower micro Lupron flare, or you're doing an antagonist where you do a few days of stimulation. One protocol we've been doing is more and more mini protocols. The mini is 100 to 200 of gonal or follistim with 10 to 20 of HCG. So typically it's 200 of gonal, 20 of HCG, 10 of letrozole, with an antagonist, cetrotide or ganirelix, and an HCG 10,000 trigger. It works nicely. And then the duo stim also can be helpful. One of the other protocols that's out there is Lupron suppression a week. So you do the 30 days of the human growth, estrase, prometrium, then you do a week of Lupron, and then you stop the estrogen, progesterone, and Lupron, and then either wait for a period or go right into a stimulation and do it's basically the agonist antagonist protocol, which works very nicely. But dual stems, triple stems, all can be very helpful with all of this. You guys doing okay? It's so nice to see everyone and joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm working on my YouTube and a camera. It's not been that great in the past. All right, let's see. Shenandoah, how you doing? Thank you very much listen, we are a fertility global family, the CNY Fertility Global Family. We're all working together to do better, to keep the cost down. If you can share ideas and maybe egg, sperm, embryos, and a uterus to carry, maybe some medications. Listen, we know that the cost is very, very struggling high emotionally, physically, and financially. At CNY Fertility, I've been doing this at CNY Fertility for almost 25 years, and I'm really dedicated to continue the affordability, quality, and access for everyone. Hey, Mercedes, Morgan, how you doing? Good enough to transfer. All right, let's see. Mercedes again, 7.5 CB embryo, good enough to transfer. Listen, they tried to kick me out of kindergarten. You cannot predict who's going to do what. Unless you get into a uterus, there's never a chance. So you have to make your way into a uterus before you know what's going to happen, by the way. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. Lauren Janowski, ERA. We're missing, listen, if you want, this is where the laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, endometrial receptivity assay can come in, and starting from the beginning. But we lose hope when it fails, but we have to dig deep into some spiritual connection. And I'm always looking for a book to read. One of my favorites is U.S. Anderson's The Three Magic Words, and Valerie Burton. You know, it's just, we're always looking for someone inspiring to teach and learn and listen. It might be just a simple, something simple in the process. But what we're doing here is on the fertility journey, and it's a life journey. Don't give up on it, by the way. Let's see. Kumu, hello. Stems right now, but spotting, could it come from cysts, hemorrhagic cysts? So spotting may be either cervical, vaginal, or uterine inflammation, or it may be your estrogen is not getting up high enough to support the lining. And sometimes a cyst may explain it a little bit in the sense that you're not getting the proper hormonal environment. And one of the things I've been talking about and looking at the glycocalyx, the glycosaminoglycans, the mucinous slick Teflon coating that's really our shield has been damaged. And that's why Kiltz's keto lifestyle is critical for all of us. And it's just such an amazing, amazing change that I've seen. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Patrice, hello, how you doing? FET on Thursday, is it okay to ice my Lovenox bruises? Yes. The bruise is a sign of inflammation. Cooling it down is good, by the way, and the bruises are pretty normal. And so no hot tubs, no running, couch potatoes are best. And it just enjoy. Today we have a nice snowy day in upstate New York in CNY Syracuse. I'm enjoying it. I've been in the pottery studio this morning. I'm going to be sharing some stuff out there, and find a way to share some ideas how you and all of us can do better each and every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing likes, loves, and kindness. And we all are dealing with this COVID crisis. I recommend the COVID vaccine. You get your first dose in 28 days, your second dose. You may step down on your treatments while you're getting your vaccine, but it may be freeze your embryos, freeze your sperm, freeze your eggs, but we don't have a solid answer on those things. But is it better to work to prevent it or take the risk that you're going to get it? I say do everything we can to prevent. Remember, mask up. All right. Let's see. Lo Ramirez. Let's see. I haven't received a phone call yet. So Lo Ramirez. Let's see. It's Robert Kiltz. It's rkiltz at CNYfertility.com. Send it to me. I'll send it to the team and we'll get you. Sorry about that. Pre-sin, constipated. Okay, look at keto is a different diet. We're too worried about having a bowel movement. Be patient. It will come. You can't prevent it. Once or twice or 3 times a week, if you eat less food, less filling of the Ferrari, your body's going to be better. So constipation, in my opinion, the fiber is deadly for us. Just keto is kick-ass. Be patient with your body. It's going to fight you in every way it can because we're addicted to sugar. We're meant to be. If you came across a fruit tree 10,000, 100,000 years ago and you didn't eat it, you were fertilizer. The get fat gene, by the way, is the best genetics ever created. We are meant to get fat, to go through the famines of the wintertime or other pestilent diseases like COVID, and then get fat again, fertile, and all go. We're meant to roller coaster because that's the nature of the human body. We're not meant to have 3 to 6 meals a day. I'm sorry. Don't do it. It's deadly. And if you really want to maintain your blood sugar properly, 1 meal a day or less, your body makes sugar. But as long as you're taking the drugs to lower your sugar, you're going to need to eat sugar, which is the cycle of death and deadly stuff, by the way. They said there's no reason to do a laparoscopy and do something. Okay. Raise love. Anyone that says there's no reason to do a laparoscopy's got it wrong. It's an optional reason to look for pelvic inflammation. I've seen so many women do it and then get pregnant, find endo, clear it up, or clean things out. Now, you can do the medical treatment for endo, but it's silent, occult. But is infertility silent? It's screaming at us. It's hitting us hard. It feels deadly, doesn't it? Look at it. We doctors in fertility have been trained to do IVF. And then IVF doesn't work, keep doing it, or give up and adopt or do donor eggs or embryos or sperm. I don't know. I believe we're going down the wrong direction. Come on, let's look closely. Inflammation is the cause of every disease we human beings suffer from. A plant-based low-fat diet is deadly. Red fatty meat, in my opinion, is the best health food you can ever eat. I go to Snake River Farms, the fattiest ribeye. Lobel's, I just got a great gift of a tomahawk ribeye. Thanks, Pat. I appreciate it. And it's crazy, but I will tell you this, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy gets a lot of women pregnant. And I've seen it. So go to your OBGYN, tell them Dr. Kiltz recommended it. And you just look online at all the women who are getting pregnant after laparoscopy, hysteroscopy. But if you don't want to do it, there's the medical treatment, 30 to 60 days of Lupron or Orlissa and letrozole. I also recommend an antimicrobial and a histamine and Kiltz's keto lifestyle. One meal, one snack, one nap, infinite mindful moments every day, faith in the higher power. And my chain broke, so I'm not wearing my cross that I usually wear, but it's coming. But I always read something faithful, uplifting, positive. I've been reading Sarah Young and Jesus Calling, but find your faithful belief system and plug into it. We all need it better and better and better. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? It's hard not to eat 3 times a day when we have so many meds to take. Wendy, listen, this fertility journey is very, very, very difficult. I agree with you. The things in life that are the most valuable are hard. Are you worth it? You can do it. You have to begin to practice and listen and learn. I initially did, I did bacon and eggs for breakfast. I had a little salami for lunch, and then I did my general dinner. But the more I practice it, recognizing that we've been taught the wrong information from the ivory tower. And then it puts us down in the dungeon and we feel it, right? Way down here, our guts, our bellies are hurting. It's not good for us. But what I've learned is that the one meal a day is the very best. Do a little snack. Seeds and nuts contain phytates, oxalates, lectins, all the deadly things, latex and more that want to kill you. And so the plants are the predators and we're the prey. A high plant-based diet and an impossible burger, really a fake burger full of plants, which ultimately are full of phytochemicals, plant antigens, but they're antioxidants. Well, I guess drinking wine has antioxidants, but it has alcohol, and that's more deadly for you than the goodness of the antioxidants. So I know that's crazy. So Wendy, practice as best you can. Listen, plenty of people have babies without doing my keto lifestyle. I'll tell you that. So don't give up. Whatever you're doing, you have to have faith in it. It's amazing. Hey, Shannon Dora. All right. Nicole, PGT after having miscarriage with first fresh transfer. Nicole, I don't think PGT is the best thing. You want to get rid of the inflammation. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy. I'm reminding all my providers, all my nurses, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy is a good option. Keto, good option. Immune 3 and 4, good options. I'm keeping my immune 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the general process is every day, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Thank you, nature. Thank you, Creator. Thank you. But look in the mirror every day. If you haven't read, my book, let's see if I've got it over here. One of my books is here it is. The Fertile Secret. Well, maybe it's not. The Fertile Secret is really about positive attitude. And it's hard, isn't it? We all get down and depressed and mad and sad. Oh boy, I was tweeting the other morning and I was like, but I talked about it. I got it off my chest, off my back. I felt better. And all I tell you is that you can do PGT, but it's not 100% accurate. And so you might be throwing away a normal embryo, but I think that the inflammation in our body damages the DNA, the morphology at every level. Inflammation is at the microscopic level. Why do you think white blood cells and red cells and platelets show up? And then the cytokines, the TNF alphas, and all the things that you and I don't even understand. It's crazy, I know. But I would say you want to look at what's going on with the uterine environment and how to improve that and how to reduce the inflammation in the GI tract, in the ovaries, tubes, and uterus, and I think that's going to help you a lot. Hey, Megan Murphy, to get off the treadmill, have brought up fertility yoga. So, kind of, this is sort of my life is Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, prayer. Go for a light walk. If you're going to get on the treadmill, light walk. Listen and watch something. Always be able to converse while you're doing the work because that means you're able to oxygenate well. But when you heat up the system, it's damaging. For me, I get in the studio and I go do some pottery or painting, crochet, do something that's artistic and creative. Play the piano, guitar. That's really, but exercise, there is not one organism that eats food that's expensive and difficult to get and then goes and exercises to burn off the calories and then make your body stronger. Your body is already strong without exercise. You're just going to damage it, heat it up, and that's not good for you, by the way. I know, crazy, right? Andrea, how are you today? Was told my ovaries appear 10 years older than my chronic. Don't look at anyone says that, they're idiots. Sorry. Listen, your ovaries are beautiful, amazing. They've got an egg in there or more eggs, and we're going to do everything we can to turn it around. Meditation, prayer, visualization. Oh, check out, and I don't know where my book is we need to build the mind and talk to people about how you can meditate in prayer and how you can create the visions. I put pictures up all over the place. I draw the pictures. That's what I see. So I would say is that everything you can do to help your ovaries is all the stuff you get from our Fertile Feast, which is essentially the egg. It's an egg and a sperm that you want the very best environment. And I've seen a turnaround in those numbers. Okay? Just don't give up on all of this. All right. Dashana, vegetarian, awesome, by the way. I respect everyone's decision to be vegan vegetarian. You can do vegetarian keto. Good. Increased energy and successful retrieval. Awesome. Listen, guys, that's right. Butter, avocados, cheese. Now, I say not too much avocado because there's a lot of plant phytochemicals that may be damaging to our reproductive system. But mostly stick to the butter, the cream, and the eggs. I think they're really helpful. So, Deshauna Brown, thank you so much for that recommendation. Letrozole, IVF, NVA. I've been on all for 15 days. Nurse saying stay on it until PIO. What purpose of letrozole? So when you're doing an FET medicated estrase and letrozole is a little bit of an anti-inflammatory. It's been shown to help improve the implantation. So that's why we've been using the letrozole along with the estrase. Usually at 2.5 milligrams. I think it works really nice. Let's see. CC.me. Yes, even a 7 million sperm can work with IUI. Listen, if you have a million sperm, IUI, and it may be worth freezing some samples and combining them or doing 2 IUIs in a row, but that's where you want to look to do maybe a little bit of letrozole, a little bit of low-dose injectables with an HCG or a gonal menopur, falciparum menopur. We always add maybe a little bit of 75 of menopur or some low-dose HCG. Works really nice, and it saves you some money, by the way. You guys all good? Thank you very much for joining me. Let's see. Did I? We're Tiffany. Well, let's see. Dr. Pinky Ronan is helping us in Houston area, and we're really working with more and more of your local OBGYNs. But we may be looking to put a place out in Texas coming in 2021 or 2022. We want to work with your OBGYN or GYN to help you get some really, really great care. We're all working together, whether it's an RE, IVF center, an OBGYN, or getting an ultrasound. And I'm even working on the idea of home ultrasounds and reduced amount of blood draws and needle sticks and everything. Thank you for listening and joining me. The Fertile Fireside Chat. I'm going to be opening up in January, Thursday evenings, I think about 6 o'clock, 5 or 6, Dr. Robert Kiltz, MD, live to talk more about keto lifestyle, mindfulness. Check out my Mind, Body, Smile. I've been working every day. We all need to do it. COVID is crazy, stressful, people losing their jobs, their lives, their family, their friends, their loved ones. It is difficult. So we all need to be working together to make this the very, 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 very best. Let's see. Let's see. Have you ever had someone trigger their lead follicle, remove it from the equation, then continue to stim. I would just leave it if you're going to continue stim, but if you're going to trigger and then do a dual stim, trigger, start in another 4 to 7 days for a dual stim. That can be very helpful, by the way. Kelly, hi. 20 of gonal, 28 CG, letrozole. This is a hard one. Why we're getting immature eggs. This is the most difficult question. Now, this is where antihistamine, antimicrobial, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, maybe anti-endo. This is where LDN, CBD come in. I think these are all the areas. This may be an area to look towards a different protocol. If that one's not working, look to 150 of gonal, 75 of menopur. The reason for immaturity is not well understood. It may be worth a dual trigger with HCG 10,000 and a 4 to 8 milligrams of Lupron. Sometimes omnitrope doesn't work for some people. This is where I think Neupogen for priming, GCSF, priming and in stim can be very, very helpful for you. Thanks, Kelly, for your question. Hey, Kelly. Thank you very much, by the way, Chelsea. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone's comments, even comments that, hey, Dr. Kiltz, can you maybe fix the way you do this? Or I'm open. I'm learning every day. And I hope I'll continue to learn until the day they put me in the ground or they just can't find me. And wherever I've gone, I'm part of the universal energy of creativity. Obstetric sperm founded biopsy have high success rates. Taylor Jade, yes. We do a lot of testicular epididymal aspirations, testicular biopsies. We do some open biopsies. For guys, I really recommend keto. It's kick-ass. Kiltz's keto lifestyle. For men, women, children, young and old, everyone should be doing it. It's a game changer. Diabetes, hypertension, all the diseases gone. And it fixes your glycocalyx. It's called the Teflon shield of our body. You and I can't see it, but it's there. And glucose in our bloodstream is necessary for replenishing the glycocalyx, for glycosylation, but not for energy production. That's the crazy. All right. Let's see. Cash game. Let's see. I have failed IVF. They said I have endometriosis. Any tips? This is where either laparoscopy. So cash game. I've had failed IVF. They said I have endometriosis. So you want to go right back to the drawing board. All disease, including failed IVF, is inflammation. Idiopathic, unexplained, everything is inflammation. 5 causes of inflammation. Number 1 is a high carb, high complex carb diet, by the way, eating 3 to 6 times a day. So change it to keto, add the fat, cook the carbs well, critical. 1 meal a day, 1 snack. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, looking for endo clearing up. ERA could be helpful. Weekly PRP. Dr. V, Dr. Verdialis, thank you for this big tip on PRP, antibiotics, which flush out the tubes. It helps coat the peritoneum. It probably is critical in fixing the intra-abdominal pelvic glycocalyx that is damaged due to a high carb exercising lifestyle, which is deadly. 3 to 6 healthy meals a day of carbohydrates and exercise is deadly. I know it doesn't make sense, but it really is craziness. All right. You guys doing well. I should change the bottom a little bit of mindful quotes and positivity. I got to get Will to add some of our positive quotes out there for everyone. JD Sal, possibly do stim without retrieval. Yes, you can do a trigger and then start a stim in a week. But sometimes we do recommend a 2 to 4 week priming, which may help to rejuvenate the ovaries, the eggs, the testicles, the sperm. We've got to really shift it up tremendously. Rosebud 856, how you doing? After laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, can you start your next IVF cycle? 1 to 4 weeks later, you can get going. You don't need to wait. All right, Megan. R. Kiltz at cnyfertility.com. Now, also, Jay Taylor at CNYfertility.com, and I apologize if I don't get to everyone quickly. If you go to my, again, the Family Building Guide is going to be on Amazon. Check out our website. All these things are in there. Don't give up. I'm going to do my very best to answer everyone's questions and get to everyone as quick as I can. All right, I'm looking for my book, the LDN book. I know it's here somewhere. Maybe not. You can tell I'm a little dyslexic, right? But LDN is used low dose naltrexone, naloxone, Narcan. In a low dose, 1.5, 3 to 4.5 for men and women reduces inflammation. Look at Phil Boyle, I think it is, in Ireland's used it for years. There's an LDN book on Amazon. Check it out. You'll find it very, very, very helpful. But it reduces inflammation, and if it's beneficial during PIO for FET, I think it is. Low dose naltrexone, really helpful. All right, Kelly, thanks. Again, I'm working on shifting and changing, recreating, and making it all better. For whatever reason, StreamYard doesn't let Instagram in yet. I don't know. You know, they got to make a deal. But I'm going to be working on my LinkedIn page for both Dr. Robert Kiltz, MD, which is supposed to kind of give you all the resources, versus CNY Fertility, which it obviously focuses on the fertility side of things. Let's see. R. Kiltz at CNYfertility.com. Thanks, Sarah. And if I get them, sometimes I forward them to a team member that helps get the question answered, get you in quickly, and gets everything working. We've been seeing clients from around the world. Huja, I talked to, I think it was Nigeria, but Africa, I forgot exactly where, but around the globe, Australia, Ireland, England, Italy, Africa, every country in Africa, by the way, from Asia, India. We're here as a global family and community. This COVID has sort of kind of brought us together in different ways that we just need to maybe change it up a little bit. Be open to this conversation, by the way. Lupron and trigger and TUI kit. Oh, let's see. So you can actually draw up the Lupron, the 4 and 8 milligrams for Lupron through a TUI kit, but they typically will draw it up and get it a different way, but they can be used either way. We often will use Lupron NHCG unless you have a high risk of ovarian hyperstimulation, where we either eliminate the HCG or lower the dose to 2,500 or 5,000. But it depends on your LH also. These are all important issues that we're working on. All right, Colleen, how you doing? 1 embryo left, Syracuse freezer after 3 failed cycles, 2 fresh, 1 frozen, protocol 3. You might think about IVIG and or Humira and LIT. Leukocyte immunotransfusion, you have to go to Nogales, Mexico. Look it up, LIT therapy for infertility. Can be helpful. For use of tried HCG wash interlipids prior to transfer already to this last embryo. We are adding glue for everyone. And I would say PRP, the antimicrobial, and if you haven't had a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, or an ERA, you might ask for that. And again, they're all precious. So don't rush into it. Be patient. Take your time. All of us, Dr. Kiltz especially, needs to slow down. I am going on vacation and hanging out with Miss Tia, Christmas to Sunday after New Year's. I'm going to work to put it away. I'm going to work to do a few lives. I'm going to hopefully do some painting and pottery, but just go for walks in nature, hang out on the beach, and go slow. And all of us need to do more of that every day. We know that, right? All of us. And Taylor, see you in a few weeks. I can go. I apologize for not being able to acknowledge every single one of you. I am grateful to all of us together as a family. We're all doing it together, and that's quite amazing, as we all know, right? And so we're shifting it, changing it, and creating it, and we're all learning. And thank you for the prayers. We are in a temple as human beings. We need to have infinite prayers and gratitude attitude every day. This is where I do my morning mindful meditations. I read from my daily inspirations, but listen, learn, and read your own. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, or any of the faithful religions, or an atheist agnostic, where you have a belief in the power that is within all of us, we all need to be focusing on a better way. And this time of year is hard, and especially with COVID. But we're all joining in our family members and go to there's so many great lives. Maria Emmerich was on live showing some of her keto stuff. And I used to watch Julia Child, and I loved her cooking, French cooking. But we do connect this way because we live in these caves, couch potatoes. But if you're going to get on the Peloton, go slow and easy through the villages and just slow it down. Your heart is beating. You don't need to speed it up to make it stronger. You want to cool it down and slow it down. Mind is the master. Hey, Amber, so excited. Oh, listen, week of gratitude, attitude, and you guys are all the best. We love the selfies, by the way, and the sharing. I'm working on the TikTok. It's a little uncomfortable for me because I sometimes feel a little foolish, but I'm working it. If you're fearful and feel like a fool, it means you're going in the right direction, but we want to honor each and every one out there. And that's the real truth that I really want to be sharing with everyone out there. All right, what do we have? A few more minutes. Again, thank you for sharing. Listen, share Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle with everyone. It's a small investment of an idea that's a game changer. We are lionesses and lions. We came from a hunter lifestyle and then found grazing and then found crops, and then we got chopped off at the head and became slaves, soldiers, and peasants and minions of life. It's crazy. All right. And we have to have fun in all of this. Montreal tomorrow for transfer. Kelly Vallo, I look forward to seeing you. And thanks to Dr. Corley, Dr. Luthringer, Dr. Chang, Dr. D'Souza, all of the nurse practitioners, the nurses, the front office, the financial, everyone, and the global team, the Colorado, the Atlanta, Sarasota, I'm working on. And we're working on ways for all of us. Melvin, how you doing? All right, let's see here. Let's get back. What's going on? Oh, there we go. And again, I am working on some changes to these books, by the way, because glucose is not the energy and ketosis is not going from sugar to fat. You always burn fat. And if you're building fat, you're getting ready for the famine. And that's what we're built for. And for infinite numbers of years. So the get fat gene or non-fat gene is the best genetics ever created. And no matter your size or shape, you want to look in the mirror and you want to love that body. That's what we have to do better at. The more we love the body, because it's not the fat that causes disease, it's what's inside the belly, which is usually we're digesting plant material, which smells. And have you ever smelled a compost heap? It's not good. All right. Monica again. Hi, miscarriage. Would you suggest jumping right back into an FET and changing from protocol 1 to 3? I'm reminding all of my team members, level 1 is natural fertility. It's not for FETs, IVF, or anything. It's at least level 2, but I say level 3 for most. So I'm reminding Atlanta, Colorado, Syracuse, Albany, Rochester, Buffalo, and all over. Look at our level 2 and 3. I think the 3 is probably something that most of us need to look at. But remember, slow it down and calm it down. Cool it down. Meditation, acupuncture, massage. Now again, My only exercise is this stuff. All right. Now, I play with it. We have fun, but look at just standing. I stand at my desk. I don't sit. Whole30 diet. I've heard of it. Yes. Listen, you can't do anything for just 30 days. You want a whole life plan. My opinion, keto is kick-ass amazing. And if it's boxed food or in a can or something that says, eat this and you'll be keto, no way. This is where natural, listen, chicken, fish, beef, lamb. All right, I'm not a turkey fan. And if you're going to eat the chicken, Tia made a really great bone broth. And put it, all the bones, the meat, the fat, let it simmer. It's just, instead of coffee, bone broth. It's really amazing. I think it's critical for all of us. Should we do CC? If IUI is not working, IVF may be the way to go. But Kiltz's keto lifestyle. Look at the family building guide. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, all really helps. Overheating causing MFI. Let's see, I'm a slight idiot. I apologize in the quickness of MFI, but you got to cool down the body. And this is where get off the treadmill. It's carbohydrates in the bowels. They ferment and they heat up the core, which heats up the whole body. The blood flow goes to the GI tract, and fermentation of the colon and the rest of it heats up the blood, and it goes everywhere. And so that's why you want to get rid of male factor. Yes, the same thing, by the way. It's, as I mentioned, thank you very much. I should know that, right? I do know it. But in a moment, it's snowballs, but I haven't tried them personally, but it may be worthwhile. But guys, out of the hot tubs, out of the tubs, out of the hot showers, it's really amazing in these concepts. I've seen the changes. I'm a little neurotic, as you can imagine, and it's been an hour. I'm really grateful to everyone. Thank you for sharing all of it. You guys, look at the protocol you've been given. If it's not what we've talked about or what you're thinking you'd like to do, bring it up to the nursing team, the doctor team, the practitioner team. Hey, this is what I'd like to do. You're the guide and director of all this. We're consultants and helping you along the journey, by the way. And so we're here to help in every way we can. All right, let's see. One more. Chronic inflammation and endometriosis. Yeah. Again, inflammation, the cause of all disease. Inflammation is stupidly simple. It's carbohydrates, sugar, the plant antigens, the phytochemicals, the fermentation in the bowels by the bacteria, yeast, and fiber, deadly. Don't eat fiber, by the way. And then exercise. Don't exercise. You want to participate and enjoy life. That's it. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll see you next Sunday. And then in January, I'm going to be doing Thursday evenings, 5, 6, or 7. Dr. Robert Kiltz, MD. Check us out on YouTube and check out my website, Dr. Robert Kiltz. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Bye, guys.